All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to do a little review on MLA format as we finish up with our necklace racer paragraph so we can prepare to submit it as our mid-year focus piece. So I'm going to open up a new document so we can chat about MLA format. MLA is the format that you are expected to utilize when you are in your English classes, and there's lots and lots of rules that you have to follow in order to set up your document properly. So the first thing that you are going to do is create a heading. So a heading would be your first and last name. So I will start with my first and last name. Then under my name, I'm going to write my teacher's name. So I'm going to say that Miss Conti is my teacher. And then I'm going to type in the course that I am taking, which is English. And then depending on what grade you are in, you are going to write 9 if you are a freshman. And if you are a sophomore, you will write 10. You are not going to write 9-10. You are just going to write the number that is appropriate for you. And then finally, you are going to write down the due date. So let's say that we are going to complete this assignment by January 21st. When you are writing the date, it is important that you write the day, then the month, and then the year. Even though this isn't how we typically write the date, that's how you need to write the date in MLA format. After I complete my heading, this is a heading, I'm going to press enter on my keyboard, which brings my cursor down to the next line. The next part of the MLA format is I need to create my title or write my title. So I need to center my cursor. So I'm not entering or adding any more spaces. I'm just clicking the center button and I will type in my title and I will press enter again and I'm still in the center. As I start to type my paragraph, I don't want it to be centered. So I need to align it back to the left side of the paper. Then before I start my paragraph, I need to tab and indent before I begin. All right, and then I will begin typing here. Now, all of this information is 100% necessary for MLA format, but now I need to actually put it in the right format. So part of the format is having the correct information in the correct order, like I have shown you here, but now I need to get it a little more correct. So I'm going to highlight all of this information that I have typed, and then I'm going to go up to where the font is, because the font that I need is Times New Roman. Okay, you have to have Times New Roman. If you don't see Times New Roman in your recents, you can scroll all the way down and you will find it alphabetically towards the bottom. So Times New Roman is the font that I want. Next, I need to adjust the size. I need it to be 12-point font. All right. And then I'm going to go over and adjust the spacing because I should be using double spacing as I continue through my document. So I'm going to go to this up and down arrow and then click double, and that's going to spread everything out. This is what double spacing looks like. Double spacing is not using the space bar 2 times in between all of your words. All right. So once I have this, I'm in pretty good shape. The last thing that I need to do to make sure that I have my MLA format is go to this very top part of the page, this top margin, and I'm going to double click it. This up here is called the header, which shows up when you double click. This is the heading down here. Now we're in the header. We're going to go over to insert, and I want to insert a page number. on the right-hand side, top right. So I'm going to click that. And it's still not on the right. Uh-oh. So I'm going to take my cursor, this blinky thing, put it in front of the number 1 and align it to the right side. Then I'm going to write in my last name and a space. All right, so this is the information that you need to include. Now I need to make sure that the formatting is correct. Right now it's Arial. I need to change the font to match the rest. So the font needs to be Times New Roman, size 12. And now I am ready to convert my Racer graphic organizer information onto this document. As I type, once I go back, I'm going to adjust the title because title is not the title of your paragraph. The necklace is not the title of your paragraph. That's already taken. You need to come up with a title that is appropriate for what you are talking about in your paragraph. So everybody is discussing Mathilde Loisel from the necklace in their paragraph. So your title should have something to do with her. The necklace racer response is also not an appropriate title. When you begin typing on your graphic organizer, you see that there is an R before you do your restate. Then there's an A before you do your answer. You do not include those letters in your response. Also, you want to make sure that you are checking your punctuation, your capitalization, your grammar. Make sure that everything makes sense when you read it back to yourself. If you see a squiggly under, and what I mean by squiggly, let's see, if I have a spelling mistake, so I want to spell necklace, and I spell it like that, hopefully it'll correct for you. Okay, and you'll see that there's this gray like squiggle line underneath. So that just means that the computer recognized that I spelt it wrong. Let's see if I do it a little bit further away from. No. Okay. So hopefully the computer will autocorrect. If it does not autocorrect for you, you should see not a gray squiggle like this one, because this one is telling me, the gray is telling me that it changed it for me. If you see a red or a blue squiggle under anything on your paper, that means that you need to make a correction. Okay. Now, if I go to Google Classroom and I click on the document that says mid-year focus piece, the necklace racer, all right, that's what we're working on. You'll see this template. So what I just created to show you is here, all right, but now you are filling in the necessary information. So you don't leave first and last name. You type in your first and last name and get rid of the words first and last name. Up here in the header, also, you need to get rid of what says last name and actually type in your last name. And then you're going to delete whichever grade doesn't apply to you. Change your title. And you don't have to come up with your title before you start typing. Your title can be last. That's totally fine. Also, you're going to get rid of the words that say begin typing here. Okay, so you'll highlight it and begin typing what your restate is. All right. And if you have any questions, you have the Racer cheat sheet in the back of the classroom, along with the MLA Format cheat sheet. Okay, and then you have lots of teachers in the classroom that are willing to help you. So make sure you ask questions if you are unsure.